So if you had to have sex with one of the Golden Girls, which Golden Girl would you have sex with, Jeff?
We're not going to do an intro?
That's the intro.
Let's do an intro.
People need to know.
This is Jeff.
Oh, well, this is Adam.
Okay, so I would go with the grandmother. I don't even know her name.
Sophia.
Is it Sophia?
Sophia.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, Bruce sticks in my head, but it doesn't matter. She's got the experience. The other girls only have like 60, 70 years of experience. She's like going on 90 years of experience. That's a century
I'll give you that.
of sex.
You know she can take out her teeth, too.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
You know there's going to be no biting.
See, I'd do Rose. And not because Betty White's popular. It's because
No,
Rose...
it is because you saw her on Saturday Night Live.
No.
Or that football commercial that she does. That's a good-ass commercial.
No, Sophia...
Have you seen that,
is
by the
old
way?
and gross. Then you got Blanche, who's a friggin' whore.
Yeah, she is a whore. I mean,
Right?
you don't know what diseases she's carrying.
And then you got B. Arthur, who's really a man. Rose, I think she'd be sweet. You know, we'd do it, and then she'd probably cook me breakfast or something.
Well, then she'd forget that you did it, so she'd want to do it again.
Hell yeah.
All right,
That's how I roll.
That kind of ties into a topic someone asked about.
Oh, yeah?
Unless you got more to say about Rose.
I'm thinking about her.
Okay.
But we could talk about something else.
Okay, so Marielle, she said she's a big fan of the podcast. I assume it's a she. If it's not, then you have the weirdest dude's name on the planet. But she asked about Roman Polanski films. We got nothing to say about Roman Polanski.
I want to go to St. Olaf and bang Rose there.
See,
Oh, wait,
he's
what?
still thinking about the Golden Girls.
I'm sorry.
But she wanted to know, also, if you could bone 5 celebrities, who would you choose?
Oh, well, okay. You know,
5 is going to be tough to come out on top of my list. I
Well-
could easily come up with 3.
I think challenges like this are too easy, you know, because it's like, you know, okay, 5 celebrities that I would want to bang. That's pretty easy. The 2 chicks on that 70s show.
Both of them?
At the same time. That counts as 1.
No, because the one's a dude, so that counts as like a
Which one's a
negative
dude?
1.
The redhead?
Yeah.
Don't you fucking say anything about
Oh,
Donna.
I just did.
I love Donna. She is hot. All right?
Yeah, if you like dudes.
So
Drink.
those 2 count as 1.
Drink.
Amy Smart. She's in
Amy Smart, I'd take. See,
Yeah.
I know who it is. That's
totally
sad.
hot. She's in
She's
for
in
the-
a lot of crappy comedies.
Well, she's in Rush, or is it Rush, or that movie about the guy whose heart stops and he has to have adrenaline in his system?
I didn't see that one.
It's the same. It's the guy who's the transporter.
But, oh, yeah, Jason Statham?
Yeah, he had 2 shitty movies. He bangs her in public.
2 shitty movies. He had more than that.
Well, no,
but
he had 2 shitty movies. That are
no,
like
she was
Rush
also
or-
in the movie with Tom Green and the other guy where they go on a road trip to go find his girlfriend who's in college. Not Tom Green girlfriend, but the other character's girlfriend. Road Trip. And she's the girlfriend.
You couldn't remember the name Road Trip?
Well, I couldn't.
It's about a road trip.
I couldn't remember if that was Road Trip or Road Trip was the European one where they drove. I don't fucking know.
I think
There's
that's
so many
European Road
shitty
Trip.
college movies.
I think it's European Road Trip.
Oh, fuck you. Anyway.
All right. So how many do I have now? That's 3. Are we counting the 70s show
Yeah,
girls?
as 2, definitely.
That's not fair because I want them both at the same time.
That doesn't matter. It's 2
If I had to
because
pick one or
one's
the
a
other,
dude.
I'd pick Meg Griffin, the Meg Griffin one, the shorter one. But I still like Donna.
Meg
Anyway,
Griffin?
Yeah, I don't know her name. The brown-haired girl from
All
that
right,
70s
go
show is
ahead.
Meg Griffin. Let's see, Angelina Jolie, but not present-day Skeletor Angelina.
No, back at, like Gia.
Yeah,
Angelina
when she was hot.
Jolie. Yeah.
Right. And less scary. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna put in a Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler's pretty cute.
I'm going to have to also say Aerosmith video Liv Tyler.
Yeah, Aerosmith video Liv Tyler.
Not-
well, a little after, because I'm 32 now.
She's too skinny now, though.
She's too skinny now, but she was too young in the Aerosmith video. I'm looking like.
Not when you were watching the Aerosmith videos.
Okay, I guess if I could be teleported back in time
Yeah.
to 17,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, a little after.
Okay.
And then the last one, Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu, first Charlie's Angels, Lucy Liu.
I like how they're all arid.
Yeah, well.
So I've said it, I'll say it again. Jennifer Connelly's number 1. I don't care.
It, why didn't I have her?
What era? Well, except when she was not legal.
I could have banged Jennifer Connelly.
But pretty much even today, I find her smoking hot.
She's really hot.
Eliza Dushku?
Is that a boy?
No, she was the evil vampire slayer in Buffy. She was also Dollhouse, the main character in Dollhouse.
Douchku.
She's got such a great name.
I wouldn't have sex with her based on her name.
Oh, you'd know her if you saw her, and you'd be like, hell, she's hella hot.
She's a douchku.
You need to talk louder. Say that again.
She's a douchku.
That's what she said. Okay, so so that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? See, this is where I start getting into trouble. Like, I have the 2 hottest ones. Oh, what's her face?
Oh, what's her face is hot.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer girl. The first one in the movie.
Oh,
why can't I remember her name?
Because she only did like 3 movies.
I know, but she was hot.
She was hot. I know who you mean. She was also in that Chase movie with Charlie Sheen.
She's been in a lot of crappy movies. She was also in Dude, Where's My Car? But after she got implants, which is kind of ruins it.
Yeah, I don't like her with the implants.
Yeah.
But okay, the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer chick.
I wish I could remember her name, and I also forget the other girl's name, but she hasn't been in anything lately.
Christina Applegate.
No.
B. Arthur.
No.
She hasn't been in anything recently.
She was in the movie with fuck, why can't I remember anybody's name today?
Nicole Kidman.
No, but she's cute, but not on my list. Nicolas Cage movie. I think it's Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh,
she
chick
was
from
the hooker.
Karate Kid?
Was she in Karate Kid?
Adventures in Babysitting?
Maybe.
Yeah. I forget her
Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue.
That's her. Okay, I remember her name.
I'd bang Elizabeth Shue. But again, I think you had to put it in an era.
No, I
just any time.
The last time I saw Elizabeth Shue was probably in Leaving Las Vegas, so that might be the cutoff. I don't know.
That was like 15 years ago.
I don't know how well she's aged or not.
I don't know either.
And I'm gonna have to put Margaret Thatcher on there.
Margaret Thatcher. I like your
a power
fuck.
play.
Oh, a power play. I thought a pity fuck.
It's both.
You're trying to get some.
It's both. A lot of people think she's dead.
Isn't she?
Well, if I fucked her, she's probably not. Is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't put it past you.
That's true.
See,
you know what was weird?
Speaking
of women.
Yeah.
So I filmed all these videos for New York Comic Con, Nerd Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to get cosplayers, but it's a huge manga con. Like, that's really what it's known for. It's like the biggest manga anime convention in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
The comics are there, but I would say it's like 40% comics and the rest anime manga. And most of the people who are into that tend to be younger.
And perverts.
Well, a lot of the cosplayers were like 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girls.
Awkward.
Right. So I was trying not to film them, so I didn't look like a freaking pedophile.
That's a very good policy, Jeff.
I only got one group because they were like, hey, what are you filming? And I'm like, Nerd Wars. And they're like, cool, let's do it. But other than that, I didn't approach anyone who looked like they were underage. But I felt so creepy, even filming those 3 girls.
Yeah.
And it's not like we were doing anything dirty. We're in the middle of the freaking convention hall asking them who would win in a fight. Goku versus Superman. Awkward.
But still, it's still a little weird. You know?
Yep.
Getting back to the sex thing, though, I don't like this question because it's like, who would you want to have sex with? I think it's better if there's stipulations. Like, how about this? 3 men that you have to have sex with. All right? You have to, for some reason, you have to have sex with 3 men. Which 3 men are you going to pick?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, really?
Brad Pitt would be on the top of my list.
See, I think he seems like a selfish lover to me.
Really?
Yeah, he seems like he'd get high, you know, and then have sex, and then just get up, eat a sandwich, watch some Looney Tunes.
That's fine. I watched Looney Tunes with him.
Yeah, actually, I could go for a sandwich. Yeah, maybe Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I like sandwiches.
And why can't, again, the guy from High Fidelity and
John
Cusack.
Leguizamo.
No, John Cusack.
Yeah, I know.
And Joan Cusack. That would be my 3rd man.
That's
that I'd have sex with.
Good. That's good of
the
you.
Cusack brothers.
I'd do Bruce Willis, Bruce Campbell, and Bruce Banner.
I saw Bruce Campbell at the convention.
Really?
He was doing signings.
Did you try and touch it?
No, because he had a big line. I didn't want to wait in line to touch it.
There was a line to touch his penis.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know what's sad? We came up with the list of guys that we were going to have sex with
quicker
so much
than the
faster
women. Yeah,
than the women.
You guys can just
have fun. Drink.
Yeah, drink the keg at this point.
So how was New York Comic Con?
It was fun. A couple people said they saw me. I don't know if those people listen to podcasts, but they're at least on Vsauce.
Yeah. Nobody said hey.
Nobody said hey, but I was only there for like 5 hours because I had to go back and visit family. Most of the Vsauce people and barely political people were there on Sunday. I wasn't there on Sunday, so I was there for like 2 hours on Friday and like 3 hours on Saturday. It was fun.
It was cool.
It's a small con. I mean, compared to San Diego Comic-Con, if you got to pick a con and it's not local to you and you have to fly anyway, go to San Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard there was 100,000 in New York.
It's quaint.
Yeah. It's such a small vibe.
You could actually get around, though, which was nuts.
Yeah, that would make me want to go to that one more. Like, I don't have to suppress my rage with every step. That sounds nice.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad in San Diego as far as clutteredness.
Yeah.
Although Saturday at New York was pretty... If you went on the show floor, it was pretty intense. But the show floor was so small, there wasn't really a reason to be on it, honestly. I got some gameplay footage.
That's cool. What games did you see?
Well, they had Marvel vs. Capcom yet again.
Mm-hmm.
They showed some new characters in action, but it wasn't that exciting.
What new characters?
I don't even remember. I just kind of looked over and I'm like, eh.
It's the one thing you have to do is look and see. Oh.
I saw Deus Ex game. That was good. I saw the Michael Jackson game. You didn't see this, but there's quite a few people who thought I should have shown you this video. Let's show it to you right now. I'll show you this real quick.
Are you
a clip of it? But a lot of people thought this was you. Okay. Because they didn't realize you did not come.
All right.
This is the first time Adam's seeing this video. Right there in the back in the Batman costume.
Yeah, that does look like me. That looks exactly like me. Man, I've let myself go.
Wait till you start pelvic thrusting. That's the best part.
Wait a minute. He's got a bigger gut than me.
Well, yeah, but nobody knows that, right?
No, I guess you don't really see
you
that,
see from the shoulders up most of the time in the videos.
Oh, for those of you listening to the podcast,
okay,
he stole my fucking moves.
You can see it on wackygamer.tv if you look for the Michael Jackson Experience video.
Michael Jackson Experience video, Fat Batman. Apparently, that's a lot of people. He just dislocated his arm.
This video is so awesome. It doesn't ever cease to make me laugh.
I can't believe people thought that was me.
But if you want to do stereotypes, look at the black guy. Okay? He's like getting into it. He's like, woo, dancing his ass off.
Wait a minute, do I know that guy?
No. But the white people, because he looks like Tyrese or whatever that guy is.
A little bit.
Here comes Fat Batman jumping around. That's about as coordinated as you dance, too.
Oh, bullshit. I'm a great dancer and you know it. I'm not watching that anymore.
But anyway, the black guy's like, woohoo, getting into it.
Well, he's
Meanwhile,
a professional dancer.
No, he's not. They're all audience members.
No way.
Yeah.
And he just happened to have the Michael Jackson shirt and hat?
No, they gave that to him.
Oh.
Yeah. One person in the game is Michael Jackson. The others are backup dancers.
I think he's a ringer.
No, what they did is they're like, the black guy probably knows how to dance, so we're going to be Michael Jackson. They racial stereotyped.
I bet he's a ringer, man.
You know they racial stereotyped.
I know they racially stereotype. Everybody does it. He's a ringer, though.
No, he's not.
He's a ringer.
No, he's not.
I'm telling you, you're so naive. I bet you watch infomercials and you really think like, wow, these families are so nice. They all get together and drink juice on Sundays.
By the way, people were distraught about your beard.
Yeah, I know. Everybody,
thank God it's grown back.
Everybody was freaking out. It's
now,
back.
Tell them why you shaved it.
I shaved it into a mustache for a video that's going to be going up on Vsauce eventually, hopefully, where I do an intro for
he shaved it for about 15 seconds of a video.
Yeah, about 15 seconds of a video. But it's hilarious. I think I'm going to start shaving it off into a mustache and doing videos as that person.
Why?
Because it's just...
No, it really freaked people out.
I know. Well, I think that's funny, too. You know?
But
I might just start changing my facial hair every other week.
I just wanted to tell you this, because Skynet emailed us again.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm going to name my daughter Ferrari Skynet. It's a good name for a kid.
It's a pretty good name.
Anyway, that's all I got.
Might want to think about, giving her your actual last name as opposed to Skynet. That might cause some problems. But,
no,
whatever.
I think Ferrari Skynet's cool.
Ferrari Skynet's cool, if you want a robotic stripper daughter.
That's why I think it's cool.
Yeah, I want a robotic stripper, and I'm not going to slow
but not
people
as a
down.
Daughter.
Not as a daughter.
Yeah, but it's not going to be your daughter.
But it's going to be this.
It's going to be
guy's
his daughter.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Well, that's my thing. You have to.
But it's going to be Skynet's daughter.
Yeah, So I guess I'd like to rent your daughter in about 20 years into the future.
That'd be good.
Which he's from the future. I guess, just teleport her here right now. Oh my God, she's there.
Now he just made a blowjob gesture with his hands.
No, that was the portal.
No, you didn't.
And there's Ferrari Skynet.
I'm gonna make a public service announcement, and I did not tell you I was gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
But we harass each other about being gay all the time. But it's not cool to hate on gay people. And there's been a couple comments on the forums and shit like that that's hating on gay people.
Really?
Don't do that shit.
Please don't do that, because I'm actually friends with a lot of gay people. And
me, and I'm friends with him. So no, but
no,
seriously,
that would really hurt my feelings. If I guess it does hurt my feelings if people are doing that, because I wouldn't want.
I don't think it's
anybody,
because of us,
but I wouldn't want anybody to misconstrue our jabs at each other. Because here's the thing: you call me fat all the time. Nobody's doing hate messages about fat people.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Not really.
What are your problems, people out there? Why do you keep doing that shit? Like, why you gotta hate?
They do hate on beardless people, apparently.
Yeah, and that I'm actually for.
But don't hate on the gays.
Yeah.
Or hate personally. Don't.
Save that anger for the North Koreans.
Save that anger for people that hate on nerds.
There's people who hate on nerds?
Well, so fucking Vsauce is a nerd channel. I know I've complained about this 3 or 4 times, but you see comments like, these guys are fucking nerdy. And it's like, yeah.
Why do you take that as an insult?
No, but it's like, why are you on the nerd channel? That's what I want to ask back. Like, seriously, I want to know why you subscribe to the nerd channel.
But maybe that's a compliment.
No, it's not.
I don't know why people take things like that as insults.
I don't mind when they call me a nerd. It's, why don't you get a nerd, you fucking 50-year-old queer-ass bitch? Then
people call you a 50-year-old queer-ass bitch?
Someone actually on the Connectimals video.
Make sense.
Today, I deleted the comment already, but today they're like, Connectimals isn't for 50-year-old fags, you idiots. And I'm like, actually, I could see them enjoying it more than myself.
Yeah, I
when you start going a little senile.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I know a couple guys like Kenny Altman. He's 50 and gay. I bet he'd play Connectables.
Yeah, but it's not my demographic.
Yeah, I think it is for that demographic. I
think either for 12-year-olds or 50-year-old men.
I'd say it's not for pathetic 30-something male nerds.
That's probably
probably would have been. I think he just got his demographic screwed up. He was totally right. It's not for you. He just doesn't realize. You just seem really old and gay. I think it's probably the goatee.
Who, me?
Yeah.
And your semen dripping from my forehead, but
that helps.
I think that's the dead ringer.
I'm really just picturing that in my head, though. So I didn't want to say that.
Do we want to get through email? That way next week we don't have to get through email.
All right, let's do a big email podcast. Why
not? So Dusty, he's emailing us again. He's been kind of quiet lately.
Yo there, Dusty Rhodes.
He said, you really don't know the Star Wars Expanded Universe, do you? And I will say no. And this is a larger issue.
Wait a minute, you don't?
Know the Star Wars Expanded Universe?
Shouldn't you kind of know? A little bit. You're kind of a nerd.
Yeah,
but... It's like the Bible.
So I know the movies. I've read a few novels.
Oh, the novel Expanded Universe.
Well, when he says Expanded Universe, he's talking about the comic books, the novels. Oh. I've read like the Timothy Zahn novels, which were good. They were good books on their own. But beyond that, it's hit or miss. You're rolling the dice on whether you get a good Star Wars novel, like anything else. But in general, Expanded Universe-wise, we are more broad nerds with a few depth areas. And there's some people that listen to us who are very deep in one area, like manga, or they're deep into Star Wars, or they're deep into whatever. So then when we say something even slightly wrong, it was vibranium or whatever, the shield for Captain America, not adamantium.
Not adamantium, it's vibranium.
But you got raped on the comments about that. Yes.
Man.
Now, a lot of people are willing to overlook that and just be like, yeah, okay, his shield's really hard. He used the wrong metal, whatever.
Mm-hmm. But I used the wrong imaginary metal.
Yeah, but those freaking Marvel nerds are like, you asshole. This invalidates your entire fucking argument. Jeff wins. Like, well,
that doesn't invalidate the argument at all.
But it does to them.
But I think that's something that we need to get over as a people. All right, because we are a people, we're a culture, we're nerds, and we need to get over the dick measuring competition that we have so often, where it's like who can know the most abstract facts about a thing, because really, who cares? All right. You know what it reminds me of? I remember when I was a kid, New Kids on the Block were popular.
Yes.
And they did a special on the news telling kids, like, just because you buy everything about New Kids and memorize everything doesn't mean you're a super fan. You don't have to spend all of your money to prove that you're a fan of New Kids.
Yeah.
We need some news announcements. Like, apparently they should have been saying that about comic books and Star Trek.
No, and it's fine if you correct us, because I like to know the right thing.
Yeah, just don't hate me.
You just don't get so caught up. It's not that important. But if you want to argue like we do retardedly, it's fun. As soon as it stops becoming fun and you feel yourself getting angry, drink. And then come back and write a post that's incoherent that I can then make fun of, because that's way more fun.
Yeah. Vibranium. Actually, I realized that I said it wrong the other night. I was watching G4, and they were talking about the new Captain America movie, and they said vibranium. I'm like, oh, vibranium.
I'm pretty sure it's vibranium.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's vibranium. Now we're gonna get it's vibranium. Anyways,
people do that shit too.
Yeah,
and I'm like, really, a word that's only ever been written and maybe said at a con by Stan Lee twice.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
I
do remember reading someplace that it was an adamantium shield. I remember that. That was in some comic book. I didn't just pull it out of my ass.
No, so somebody said it was either the other way, one way or the other, but somebody said vibranium was an attempt to replicate adamantium or something like that.
Maybe that's how I screwed it up.
Or like a derivative or one's...
Because I remember a conversation with Wolverine and Captain America.
That's probably what it was.
You know, so...
There you go.
It's an easy mistake.
I didn't really address anything Dusty said, but it was a starting point for a topic.
It's not like I don't know what kryptonite is.
You are kind of stupid.
Vibranium, they don't even talk about it.
So we got this other guy whose name is Adam.
Hey!
But different last name.
Oh,
Adam
that guy.
B. He wants to know, there's a Left 4 Dead movie, or sorry, if there was going to be a Left 4 Dead movie, who would you pick to be the 4 survivors? Now the requirement is you need a black guy, a girl, a white guy, and one other person. I'm going to go with the Martian Manhunter for the other person, because that'd be cool. I don't know if that's what he's talking about with the other.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm thinking not.
No?
I'm thinking he means a human.
Oh.
Like a real human.
Now I'm going to go.
Sure.
Here's my 4.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes
for
the black guy. For the girl, I'm going to have to go with Cameron Diaz. Because when she starts getting all acrobatic, it's kind of hot.
Okay.
Oh, and back on my 5, Drew Barrymore. I forgot Drew Barrymore.
Really, Drew Barrymore?
I've always had the hots for Drew Barrymore.
She's dumb as a sack of bricks.
I think I'm going to have to take off...
Your pants?
No, Elizabeth Shue and put Drew Barrymore in. Okay, anyway. So, Cameron Diaz, Wesley Snipes, a white guy. That would have to be... let's see, a white guy. I'll go with Bruce Willis. And then one other. I'm going to go with another girl. I'm going to go with Lucy Liu.
That's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet lineup.
So, yeah, I did pick 2 Charlie's Angels.
So,
but you can't hate on that.
That's a pretty sweet movie. That sounds like a pretty sweet movie. Mine would be Tyler Perry as the black guy. The white guy...
Not to be confused with Lee Perry.
Not Lee Perry. Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
The one that does the Medea Goes to Prison or whatever. For the white guy, I would pick Fred from those awful viral videos in the new Nickelodeon movie. I don't know his last name. Fred.
Why the hell would you want him?
Just listen.
Okay.
All right. For the woman, I believe I would pick Angelina Jolie. I think that's a safe pick. I like that pick. Yep. And for the third, the miscellaneous, Louis Anderson.
There's 4.
Fourth, the Louis Anderson.
Black guy, Tyler Perry. White guy,
Fred.
Right. Woman,
Angelina Jolie.
And
Louis Anderson. And the idea is these
Louis
are the 4 people I would like.
Before he died, right?
He's not dead.
He's not on TV anymore.
He's not dead. But these are the 4 people I would like to see dismembered by zombies. You see, because I've played Left 4 Dead and I die almost every time, and I would really like to see them attacked by hordes. of zombies. I want to see Tyler Perry.
I was going with
murder.
badasses that I'd want to see mow down zombies.
Yeah, I understood that, but I've seen a lot of movies where badasses mow them down. I've never seen Tyler Perry get disemboweled.
Who's the Hispanic girl that's in a lot of movies? Somewhat husky voice. She was in one of the newer Aliens movies.
Oh, she's always a pilot in the science fiction movies.
A pilot, or like just a gunner,
Or a big badass guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but she's hot. She should be on my list.
No, but she would be good as like
She would be good in the zombie
in
movie.
the zombie game. Yeah,
She's good in everything.
that's true. She hasn't done anything shitty.
She hasn't done anything shitty, and I like her character and everything. That, I think she's typecast. If anybody knows the name of this person, please, send it to us. But I think I really like her. I'd like to see her in some better roles. Not different movies, still action movies, like a more crucial role in the movie.
Like someone who doesn't get killed
Somebody who doesn't get killed
or get forgotten about,
or sacrifice herself because the guy that she's been arguing with the whole time, who that she wants to bone, gets killed.
You said bone.
Blowing up in the airplane. These are basically all of her roles. Like, they all end with her dying.
Dead airplane pilot number 7.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to read this last email because this was fun. There's no question in here, but she sent a nice email, so I figured I'd call her out.
Well,
Heather S. said, my brother and I drove over 200 miles the other day to visit our dad.
That's good.
And we listened to a couple of the podcasts almost the whole way, because apparently they're not that dedicated to our podcast that they did it the whole way.
I can't believe they could stand 200 miles of us.
I have to say it was probably the longest drive we've gone without fighting. At first, when I read that, I'm like, that's not a compliment. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it.
They both agreed on how much they hate us? Is that
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Just wanted to let you guys know I love the podcast and the Nerd Wars.
Oh,
Heather Jo.
That's
not
nice.
her last name. That's, I assume, her middle name or nickname
Probably.
or whatever. So
We should get something that we could send to people.
yeah, but that would cost us money.
Yeah, I know. We should get people to send us money to send them things.
We should get
We
a
should
donation
get
box,
an Amazon.
so people can give us money,
That'd be nice.
and then we can spend 1/10 of that money on things to send back to people. Yeah,
That'd be smart.
like you give us $1,000, and we'll give you a bumper
T-shirt.
sticker.
Oh,
It's $1 for a bumper sticker. It's like $5-10 for a T-shirt.
well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, you really gonna take 99.99% of the
If I
money?
could get away with that,
I don't know if you can. Well, I guess you can. I mean, politicians kind of do it a lot.
and a couple people were like, the Nerd Wars New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a shitty camcorder. You can see it in a couple of the shots reflecting off the glass.
Yeah, it's just a little tiny handheld.
Camera, right? And that's what we use for pretty much everything. You use that basically the next version or the older version on Animal Trash. They do HD, but someone's complaining about the audio quality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you want to buy me a boom mic and a sound guy? Because I'd love to.
Yeah, that's the thing that people don't realize. It's like, it's just such a pain in the ass to try and get the audio right.
It's a bitch.
Yeah, it's really hard when you're outside.
Even in a room, like the reason we use mics when we stand up, partially because we're used to it, but it's really echoey if we don't.
Yeah, if you doubt it, watch Animal Trash, because we don't have that option to use a microphone. We're sitting on the floor.
With your puppet, your hand in a puppet on one side.
And there's 3 of us sitting on the floor. We can't afford to get lavalier mics, like clip-on mics for all 3 of us. That's close to $2,000.
It's not that much money.
It might as well be with my income.
No, but it's $500 or $600. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
and you're not making any money.
And we don't make money off of
And
it.
the money we've made off the videos and the podcast, we are YouTube partners, and we do get some money, but it's negligible.
Hell yeah,
negligible.
Tons of cash rolling in.
No, the first check was $13.
Yeah, bitch.
The next
Make it
check
rain on you.
was on the order of $100.
We can't so much make it rain. We can make it hail. We could get it in pennies.
we could make sure that we could still collect food stamps, is basically what we're saying.
How much money you got to make a year to get food stamps?
You don't have to make any. You just can't make a certain amount or they won't give them to
Well,
you.
what's the amount of money you think? I'd like to get some food stamps.
You can get food. You probably make too much, actually.
You
I know
think?
how much you make at Curtis's thing.
Hmm?
Yeah, you probably make too much.
You think?
And with all this income we're getting from the podcast,
oh, you're right. That pushed me way over the edge. I'm gonna look into that though, because I remember I had a roommate who used to get food stamps because he was doing AmeriCorps, and they make you live below the poverty line, and he lived in San Francisco, but it's the national poverty line, and so you can't live off of that in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And so
you got to have about double.
We never ate better in our lives. Like, he could not eat enough food to keep up with the food stamps. They'd expire in a month. So at the end of the month, we'd have just this huge food party. Like, everybody come to the house and eat food. We have so much food. We're buying really expensive food. Like, you can really feed yourself on food stamps. That's A+ government.
Adam's tips on scamming the government for $500.
It's not scamming the government. The guy was making $800 a month. He needed the money. He just couldn't eat an additional $800. Have you tried to eat like $600 or $800 worth of food?
No.
In a month? It's not that easy.
No.
As one person.
No.
You're just gonna.
I'm just gonna say no.
You're just gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
Because I don't want to talk about food stamps.
Why not?
And you're scamming the government.
It's not a scam.
Oh Jesus!
The government knew what was happening.
They knew what was happening, but you don't need food stamps. You got enough money to eat. Mm-hmm. You're rent controlled.
Yeah, I guess I got enough money to eat.
You're rent controlled from like 8 years ago.
I'm saying food stamps. That would be nice.
Oh, someone asked Adam's weight loss tips.
Really?
I can tell you Adam's weight loss tips. Shave your beard, 10 pounds, right there, bam.
It was a heavy beard.
It was.
It was really heavy.
Like, mostly because he likes to hang like metal balls in his beard, but it gets so thick you can't see them.
Yeah.
Kind of obscures them.
Yeah. My weight loss tips. Throw up after you eat.
Don't do
Don't do that. I can just see the lawsuits. I don't know. Eat vegetables.
I know mine.
Poop a lot.
I gained a lot of weight on vacation. I gained like 10 pounds last week.
Yeah?
It was absurd. I've already lost 2 of it. But I have this website, Calorie King, and I pay for the account. It's like $49 a year or something like that. It's not that much money. And I just log everything I eat. And they'll tell you if you want to lose weight based on your height and your current weight, they will tell you how many calories you need to eat in a day to hit your goal at a healthy rate, because you're not supposed to eat too little. If you eat too little...
And the food stamps thing was too boring to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
But someone asked about this.
Somebody asked about
No
this.
one asked about food stamps.
I bet they're going to ask questions. Please,
all
send your
the
questions about
are gonna
food
be
stamps.
Like, what the hell are food stamps?
Send your questions about food stamps right to us.
Dusty, Katsia, all these people.
Hey, Dusty.
Actually, I think Dusty's American, but
Dusty,
Martin,
if you can get some food
Martin,
stamps, we're going to have a food
Jasper,
stamp party.
I know Jasper hates his name, but I'm going to say it again. Jasper. They're going to be like, what the hell are food stamps? They're going to have to go look it up on Wikipedia.
And when they find out, they'll be like, wow, I got to get some
Danish
food stamps.
Wikipedia.
Danshapedia?
Is it?
No.
Danskapedia?
I'm pretty sure it's Wikipedia.
No, it's like dk.wikipedia.org.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's still Wikipedia.
I'm just telling you guys, we're gonna end this podcast.
Are we gonna end the podcast?
Yeah,
now?
we're doing 2 in a day today.
Well, why do you gotta tell them that?
I want to
It
tell
ruins
them
the illusion.
No, we're doing 2 today because we're both gonna be on vacation next week. I'm gonna be at BlizzCon, and then Adam's doing family stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not gonna be able to film next week. So what we're doing this week is we get all the questions out of the way in the first podcast. Second podcast for the following week, we're gonna do all the nerdy shit we want to talk about.
I don't know why you told him that, man. It reveals the mystery. It's like you're David Copperfield telling them how you made the elephants disappear.
I don't tell them that we record this without microphones and we just talk into our dicks and we just hook mic jacks up.
Well,
our
I think
butts.
they can know about the mics, but it's like
we can tell them about the dick mics.
Yeah, sure, we can tell them about the dick mics. They're not attached to our penises. They just look like penises. They're just penises. They're just penises. They're just penises. They're just penises.